And as always, for a quick recap for your last time fighting on Wrath of Sardior. Making it out of Neverwinter, not Neverwinter, you're heading to Neverwinter. John decided to take the ultimate risk with the Wish spell and sent the whole party there and can still cast the spell, though it did come at some cost to his abilities. Once nearby the city, which was protected by a great golden glowing shield. The players met up with an elderly man called Fizban, who they soon learned was another god incarnate, claiming himself to be Bahamut, father of Sardior, as much as there can be a father for things that are created in such a way. After a long discussion, explaining to the party the pieces of the puzzles they did not yet have access to, explaining how all the things worked out, and explaining how the multiverse came to be, sitting on the shoulders of Sardior. After shattering it and bringing it down to this one world, just like someone changing teams once theirs start to win, it seems as though Fizban changed sides, telling the team he no longer views humanity or any of the races as savable, no longer sees a reason to interact with them, and now views you all as the villains. The mighty god of metallic dragons then turned on the team, separating Jade from the group of them for a one-on-one fight, while his 7 canaries changed to 7 ancient gold dragons and attacked the party. You know you're at level 20 when this sort of crazy crap starts happening, especially with all the epic boons I've been giving the party to make them stronger. At the moment, even though he's on the same map and very close, Jade's about 1,500 feet away from the team, fighting off against the incredibly ostentatious Fizban. As their fight was cutting to an edge, Fizban gave a moment to use the Wish spell himself, restoring the vast majority of his health as he straightened up against Jade, which is where we continue for today's game. So let's get some nice battle music going in the background here, make things nice and comfy. We start Jade's turn. Dan, you're up. You've had a few weeks to plan exactly how you want to roll with it. And I'm going to clear the chat log to make it run nice and smooth.
Yeah, I had a couple of weeks to plan. Right.
Which you definitely did.
Abracastabia time.
Bonus action to reduce my speed to 0 and Abracadabra at advantage.
Alright, you go ahead and make your attack roll against the mighty Fizban. Ooh, look at that. 35 is definitely a hit as you cut through their incredible defenses. You go ahead and roll up your damage. $37 and 27 points of damage to the mighty Fizban. Give me a second here just to modify his health. His stats actually won't be showing up in game. You won't see those on the recording, of course, as you slice into the mighty old wizard. That's it, I'm assuming, for Jade's first turn, unless you got a bonus action. Well, you've already used your bonus action, unless you got something else up your sleeve.
No.
It's turn 2, as you still get 2 turns.
Bonus action, reduce speed to 0 and attack.
Alright. Again, 34. Definitely a hit against the mighty Fizban. For 25 points of damage. And then 34 points of damage as well, as you continue to strike the old mage. And as we roll over to your round 2, as he cracks the neck to the side, getting ready to do some serious damage. The DM quickly edits things so you can see an actual health pool, which will show you how he's looking during this fight. We're going to jump back over to the other team. Dan gets that first round where he gets to do a quick little burst of damage, but up first we have Bellamy, who is fighting against... Oops, they actually renamed the character on me. Hopefully that's not permanent. Let me double check here. Oh, it did make it permanent. Shoot, I gotta quickly re-edit those. I edited on a token, and for once it edited the core. 1 second.
No worries, it gives us a chance to scramble and realise none of us thought to think of what Bellamy would do.
Sorry, my cat jumped up in an area she wasn't supposed to be. Where is...
And do you want to play her, or do you want me to?
Well, we kind of do it by committee. I was just looking for to make a suggestion. I feel like she should probably try and get some HP out towards Flux.
Check here. I think I've got them all fixed. It changed all your names of your cores when I updated tokens. Normally it doesn't do that, but Foundry's been a little wonky lately. Should be good to go at this point. As for Courtney, with her character, since she's not here, you know, we usually don't like to go too crazy with her, but I think she has the good old cantrip for doing damage. Oh no, she does not. But she does have Sacred Flame if we just wanted to have her shoot a Sacred Flame at. So it is a dragon, so that's probably a bad idea.
Yeah, I'm forgetting she doesn't have heal, so she can't.
Guiding Bolt. She always uses Guiding Bolt.
Well, she's in melee, so that would be...
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Unless she used it on the dragon that was injured.
No, it's because she's in melee, so all...
Right. I keep thinking that's like a 3.5 thing.
Yeah, what about... How... What do we reckon the intelligence saves on an ancient gold dragon are? Good? Bad?
Well, they have legendary resistances as well.
Yeah.
Some of them have been forced to use a bunch. I did keep track of all this.
We could try I think she might be able to get a synaptic static off and catch these two, and then she could bonus action Bardic Inspiration, Flux, or I don't know. What do you guys reckon?
Just taking a look myself. I mean, it's as good a suggestion as any. There's always Spirit Guardians as well.
I did think about Spirit Guardians. The only thought was, I think Spirit Guardians is a Wisdom save. Synaptic Static is an Intelligence save, so it might be more likely to fail that one.
Sure.
If I recall, though, Spirit Guardians isn't sucker save. It'll automatically do damage even if you pass.
Yep. Yeah, that's persistent. Synaptic Static does half damage on... I guess it's like... You want this... Well, if she does Spirit Guardians, then she'll be concentrating. But as the... Yeah, I don't know.
Well, let's just try it, and she can always put up Spirit Guardians, like, next round.
Okay, alright then. Do you have her character sheet up, Jillian?
Yep. It's a DC 24 Intelligence Wisdom saving throw.
You know, looking at that spell, I get a kick out of it because with Synaptic Static, I'll actually throw it up into the chat. If you have an intelligence or 2 or less, you're immune to Synaptic Static, right?
Yeah.
So let's get a good measure template, which is going to pop it here. Ooh, that looks pretty.
It's pretty cool.
I like the pretty spells when they're pretty. 1 second. Now, the only downside is that's an each creature spell. I don't know if you can ignore
I was
any.
thinking she could, if she put the centered it down here so she caught these two, she should be able to ignore Rayanne does.
Oh my. That was my 66th roll of a 1.
Really?
Yep.
Oof.
So, the one that rolled 1 obviously is going to use its legendary resistance to pass. The second one, however, passed on its own rights.
Okay, so that will be
Half damage on a save, right?
yep.
Alright, let's slap those on there.
Well, I guess that's one save burned.
And it rolls a
Pretty good.
d6 and subtracts the number from all of its attack rolls and ability checks and constitution
I
saving
think that-
throws.
Is that not if it fails, though?
Yeah,
First
it would
one
have to fail to.
I
Oh,
thought
right, no,
you said
right.
it did legendary resistance.
Haha, der. I even said it does legendary resistance and fails. Like, oh my god. Don't mind me. Apparently, I shouldn't drink bourbon. I only had a couple sips last night, I will swear.
I was gonna say, are you drunk right now, Alan?
Oh,
Respect, man. It's a
I-
Sunday morning.
Oh, wow. If you got the next day off, go for it. Though, you know, if we ever wanted to play what I call drunk D&D, I'm down for a one-shot. Essentially, the DM has a bottle of liquor, and every single time something awesome happens, the players can do reverse inspiration and basically say, drink, 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 and the DM throws back a shot. And you see how long you can play for.
Everyone has to take shots at once.
Yeah, I did something similar with we had this guy's had his birthday party and he ran a game over the entire weekend. The people were staying in tents in his garden and it was just just sozzled.
That'd be messy coming on to the end, but fun. But messy.
Yeah, I played the perfect character for it as well. I played like a English artillery officer for like the Napoleonic era, so that kind of like boisterous drunk gentleman type that's quite insufferable when you're sober.
Reminds me of a fun fact of Napoleon. You know how tall he was?
He was pretty tall.
He was like 5'8".
Yeah, that wasn't short for the time.
It was because the French used a different form of measurement that he came out to be 5'2", but it was still 5'8". It's just their numbers gave a smaller number, and they had this habit of calling him the little general. I can't remember the French words, but it means the little general. I translate it exactly, but it's a term of endearment that they gave to him because of how much he'd go to his generals, talk with them, and make friends with them. That it was a term of kindness. The Europeans heard it though, and they're like, "Oh, he's short? Haha, we can run with this." He was never short. That's the surprise. I mean, we all make fun of him as this tiny little short guy, but when you're the single greatest military mind that probably ever lived, or up there, someone's gonna probably argue that if they see this video someday. They'll be like, "What do you mean? No, this one dude from the 1300s. He was up there, okay?"
Napoleon and France have been the only country that has successfully united Europe against one country.
Yep. Shoot, he almost
Every other-
conquered it.
Yeah, that's why everyone was like, "We've got to fucking do something here." Like every other conflict, there's been alliances on both sides. It's the one time that it was just like, fucking France is a problem. We gotta fucking stop this.
But what really killed
No.
him, and he probably would have still won if he didn't invade Russia. It's too
Yeah.
cold, and they have a salt the earth strategy back then. I mean, there's no way, and he lost. So I mean, they kick him out,
Yep.
and then he comes back later, and they're like, he's like, "Can I come home?" And they're like, "Yeah, we miss you." And then they kick him out again. I love French politics. But that's a whole...
It's Le Petit Corporal.
Oh, thank you, Jillian.
Welcome.
I couldn't remember what it was, and my French is fairly poor. I'd be saying La Petite Capelle. You know? I cannot pronounce the word. I could if I worked on my French, but I'm lazy, and I don't have a reason. Despite the fact that we're a bilingual country.
Right? It's been like 20 years since I used French, but I spoke fairly fluently.
I can understand what's being said to me, but actually creating a sentence back. And when I say understand, I mean I squint for a few minutes and I'm like, oh, okay, I got you. Pull up the Google Translate, put something, and it's like, I think this is the answer, and then they slap me and I look at Google Translate and I'm like, okay. Oh my.
The sides really have been drawn in that one. It's bilingual as well. I don't know why you're pretending anymore. So English is one.
Now, if you're in New Brunswick or somewhere else, it's a bit different, but not in Nova Scotia. We're English.
I think just to be stubborn and call back to your heritage, Nova Scotia should say, yeah, we're bilingual. Gaelic.
You speak Gaelic? Ah, ha becken. Oh.
Yeah, just to be difficult. That would be the most Scottish thing you could do as Nova Scotia.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah. Everyone needs to learn this dying language.
Up in the Highlands, we have it on some signs, so you know that's nice.
Yeah. I was very
English too.
Pardon?
I was very disappointed when I was able to read the sign for that, because I was like, oh, wonder what the this historical name will be from the people who survived the clearances. So what's it going to be? The Big Town. Okay.
Yeah.
There's signs in Antigonish that have Gaelic on them as well. And Dean was disappointed to find. Well, Antigonish is not like at all like Scottish. I think it's a Aboriginal name, but with Aboriginal origins. So.
Yeah, but I just thought they gave it a Gaelic name as well. As like the Big Town. Halifax is the tall town.
Well, really, they should have messed it around. They should have called Sydney Town, and they should have called Halifax Big Town, and then he could have called Antigonish the Wide Town, because it's a whole lot of nothing spread over a big area. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a lot of students go there, and they make up a good chunk of the populace. I had some friends go to X, but I mean, that's... Again, I should be careful not to actually insult these places. Somebody be watching and be like, hey, Antigonish is awesome, man. And I'm like, Antigonish nowhere?
Okay.
Actually, people from Antigonish call it Antigonish nowhere.
Yeah.
Or Antigone. Or a few different names for it. Oh my word. I mean, you don't know nowhere until you grew up where I grew up in the middle of an area that still tries to be like Scotland, even though we're all English now.
Yeah, Cape Breton's way worse than, like, Antigonish. We drove through, was it, oh my god, not Inverness, Roxbury. I couldn't believe the state of it.
Yeah.
I felt so bad. Like, it's like a strip mall and, like, a bunch of abandoned, like, apartment buildings, and that's it.
The, up in rural Cape Breton, where my family's from, it's getting so bad, the local co-op store has shut down.
Oh,
They got to travel like 40 minutes for groceries and gasoline now. And for the mail. I don't know.
Jesus.
Yeah, people, like, I think my, somebody who I went to school with, she lives in Port Hawkesbury. She had to go to Antigonish to have her baby whenever she was going into labor.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you can, get to Halifax. The IWK has good hardware. But Truro's a good hospital, too. They just built that one new. But Antigonish...
They just didn't have a hospital for her to go to. So she had to drive from Port Hawkesbury to Antigonish when she was in labor.
Yeah. Alrighty. Jillian, you are up. I keep going off on a tangent on us. It's nice to talk, though, because, you know, when you spend a whole week working, you get that social interaction. It's so nice. But I'm sure you've been waiting to go full Ginsu, as I like to say on this thing.
Yep.
I wonder if I find a pic. Ichigaki knives. No, I say Ginsu. Oh, Flux has advantage on those, keep in mind, because you've got Alec on the other side.
Oh, do I?
So that first one's a hit. Second one's a hit. because that's 2 attacks so far.
I'll replace the 1 with the...
I think he was doing it
Yep.
with the...
I just made it so that's 2 attacks for those 4 rolls. Makes life easy. So you got 2
Oh, smart. Okay. I'll do 2 more at advantage then. Oh, jeez. To go clear all of a sudden the JPEG of knives. Right where I was hovering my mouse.
The Ginsu. I've been looking for those.
The last 2 were 37 and 24.
Alrighty.
Actually, on the 24, before you say anything, let me see how many I have left. Sure. I'll use superiority die and use precision attack.
Alright. You go ahead and roll up that precision attack to give yourself the booster.
Yeah, before or after the roll, but before effects are applied. Okay, so good. I said the right timing.
Before I tell you whether or not you've missed or hit.
Yeah, that's 24 becomes a 26.
And
So
that
I
is
never
a hit.
roll good on my superiority eye. So all of them hit, right?
Yep, 4 hits. And don't mind my giggling, my kid's making noise in the background and it's cute.
No, it doesn't.
If you all hear me laughing today, I'm not laughing at the players. Unless, you know, I specifically say that was a good one, then... But I'm hearing this behind me and I'm loving it, so... As we start striking, the fighter does what the fighter does best. 30 points of damage on the first hit, 25 points of damage on the second hit, 37 points of damage on the third hit.
One more.
Did I apply that to Flux? No, I put it on the right one.
What, that actually becomes 30 because it's the precision strike, so it adds 2 to it.
Sweet. Let's put that down another 2 points as you begin to shave the golden scales right off that dragon, bringing it down to a near-death state, which roars defiantly at you. Patches, get out of there.
I remember.
Move, kitty. Sorry, my cat got behind my monitors.
It's okay. With my bonus action, I'll take shield out. And their speed's reduced by 10.
Alright. The dragon has moved 10 feet slower as we roll over now to Rhea's turn, who's pinned in between 2 dragons. However, she's gonna do the smart thing and fly her butt down 15 feet, staying within fighting range of the 2 dragons, but going kitty corner with Bellamy. Because as you know, I'm strict on my rules, but that gives her advantage on the swings. Dan, since you're not in this fight at the moment, since you're having your own life or death scenario with a god, do you want to go ahead and roll up Rhea's attacks? She's got the greatsword, so she gets 2 big bad swings with it. And I think I have it set for just the standard greatsword numbers now. Yep, big hits. And Flux is going to be on a quick be right back. After kicking that much ass, she has to go get a beer.
So just a standard greatsword?
Yep, well it's... actually, I think she's using the flying sword, but it's a great sword, so you go ahead and make swings with that one. I'm not sure why it has all the extra damages on there, because it's just supposed to be the flying sword. I think. She doesn't get all that extra slashing and radiant damage and all that on there, because that's...
Is it maybe still using the Sardior sword?
Yep. They just have it listed as great sword, which is strange. Well, you give that one a roll, and I'll just take the numbers off to save us time. I'll fix that for the next time.
She does have a flying sword listed in her actions.
Yep. Jillian powered up her flying sword and gave that to Rhea, so Rhea has a magical weapon that deals damage. Because as you found out...
just roll that?
Yeah, just... Well, if it'll let you. I think the flying sword goes through as a different item, though. Yeah, it just goes through as a feature ability. So just keep hit attack with the greatsword. It functions the same, it just does way more damage.
And at advantage, correct?
Yep. Ooh, crit. So you go ahead and roll the damage die on that. Actually, I should just pull a +3 greatsword and toss it in her inventory. Give me a second to do that. Because this will only take a half a second. Ah, greatsword. There it is. +3 greatsword. Give that a click instead for the damage roll. That should work. I'm still doing the edits to make sure it's attacked, equipped, and attuned, but it should give you all the stats and details.
Okay, where is it?
You might have to reload her character, like close and open it again, but it should be under her features, +3 greatsword. And it's technically the flying greatsword, but this way you have a stat bonus with it. "28 points of damage as Rhea scores a hit on the greatsword.
And one more attack, correct?
Yep. "34 is a hit, so you go ahead and roll damage on that one too. As Rhea cleaves into the enemy for some serious damage with that magical greatsword. That's gonna be it for her turn. As we roll over to the mighty ancient gold dragon standing behind her. But it's not going to be attacking at her. Of course not. It is going to be attacking Alec. Or at least the edge of you in that one. It's going to release its breathe weapon as it turns upon you and releases it in a cone, blasting away from the team. So, you know, it doesn't hit anybody else who's coming here. Now,
Sure thing.
you're probably thinking, oh, wonderful, cone of fire. But that is not the case. I'm going to need a strength save from your character as this breath burns outward, twisting and turning the very fabrics of reality to its whim, as the breath is not one of flame, but one of weakening.
Just checking something. I think I had cast Guardian of Nature on myself, but I can't remember which one it was for. Probably, yeah, it'll be strength. Right, okay, that doesn't affect saving throws. Okay.
"22 on your strength save is a fail.
Okay. I'll use a legendary resistance.
Alright, you pop off with that in order to automatically pass against the attack.
Yep, I think... I don't know where my notes have gone for this battle. I think that's my second one.
Yep, I do recall you using at least one. I don't remember if there were any more, but I know there was one.
Yeah, I've got one left, I think. Safe. Okay.
So, that's going to be it for that ancient gold dragon's turn, as it's now Alec's first turn.
Okay,
I feel bad for John. He rolled so bad on initiative.
right. Gonna... Okay, I think... Oh, so I need to... roll a d6 for my breath weapon.
See if it
See if I get it
recharges.
back. Yeah. Oh,
Hey, look, it recharges.
I get it back. Nice. Okay, cool.
Alec, you're certain that's right? Because I don't remember taking 2 turns in a row.
You always get 2 turns, remember?
I always get 2 turns, but I don't remember taking the 2 turns in a row.
I'm taking a look at the initiative order I had wrote down. Let me see here.
I could be wrong with many weeks.
Dragon. Oh, Nimbar's supposed to be a 9, not a 4. Let me quickly fix that.
That sounds about right.
Okay, I think I'm just gonna attack,
got it now.
try and finish off the one that Flux is putting your death, free her up a little. Oh, dreadful. Absolutely dreadful.
An attempt was made. But an 18 is definitely a miss as you try to bite the dragon to the north.
I hate advantage. It's just doesn't
only
make
because
a
the
difference.
dice hate you in this campaign.
Just imagine if it still probably wouldn't have been enough, but if flanking gave you like a plus to hit, like a +5 or something, it would make me feel a little bit better that just the raw numbers were against me. But the fact that 2 dice go fuck you is just something about it makes it even worse to take.
That's a raw deal. At least on the plus side, you get multi-attack, right?
Yeah.
Because the first claw just hit, so that's nice.
Okay, so that's my Guardian Nature gives me an extra d6 force damage on top of that, and one more claw. So another. Jeez, 2 2s in a row on a d6. That is okay.
Could be worse. You could have missed.
I'm sure that's just another d20 away.
Oh my word.
Why can I not find any of the notes for the last fight I took? It doesn't matter. But so that's my action. Bonus action.
Shillelagh.
Remember the days?
I do.
It's a crying shame that Shillelagh doesn't scale at all. So I think I got my archer form on, so I'll make or attempt to make a ranged attack on the same dragon.
With disadvantage.
Yep. See, advantage in this, like, what is that? It's like...
It's a second chance
I
to
know
get a 20.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's disadvantage, right? So, but it's like... Even in that instance, I'd rather take a minus to hit, just because, like...
Consistency.
Yeah, anyway.
Oh my word. Well, that's definitely a tag, so you feel free to roll your damage. 17 points.
Yep.
That's enough to finish off that gold dragon.
Oh, okay. I feel like it did something there. Flux is free. And that will be should I yeah, I'm gonna stay. Yeah, I'm gonna stay where I am. That'll be my turn.
Alrighty.
Where's the button?
And as your turn comes to an end, it is not Nimbar's turn, unfortunately, yet. Because we look at those canaries in the air who do indeed have an initiative order. I rolled everybody at the start. Thank God I wrote it down on that fancy sheet of paper. Because as the first dragon dies and falls, a second one soars down from the sky above, coming to land with a firm thud directly beside you, which seems to have scared the crap out of Addie there. Oh my word. Oh, I accidentally hit the back button on my mouse, which caused that to go. So, dragon's gonna fly in and come down with a landing. As the 6th of 7 dragons have now entered the fray, of course staying far enough away that Flux doesn't immediately get an advantage on them, as they pin in against Alec. In fact, they're going to go another 5 because this area is filled by a dragon corpse, and it's bad manners to stand on the dead. This dragon comes in with a deafening roar, before bringing weapons to bear against you.
What turn of combat is this? Is this the second or third?
This is technically the first one for today's game, but we're on like round 3 at this point for realism.
Okay, got ya.
So as Gold Dragon rushes themselves in against you, they begin to make ferocious attacks, first with their teeth, coming down with a bite onto the head of your own draconic form, tearing through your defenses and landing hard. The claws as well follow a similar pattern, both of which tear through your defenses, assuming you have enough health and defense to take those shots. Let's do the damage rolls up first. 22 points of piercing damage from the Gold Dragon against you. And as we are aware, dragon attacks do not constitute as magical for the purposes of overcoming resistance. It doesn't say it anywhere in its spell block, so I go by straight.
Okay, so the half to 11.
And I'm just double checking on that because I didn't see anything in here that would give it to them. Nope. I mean, logically it should, but I mean, what can we do? Along with...
Well, I
sorry.
reread the feature and it just says slashing, piercing.
Oh, it's not even
bludgeoning.
magical.
Yeah.
Nice. It's like a barbarian. Well,
Yeah.
I will apply halfsies for the next ones to save you a step because I can do it with a right click. As you take 19 points, which cuts down in half to 9, and 15 points, which cuts down in half to 7, as the Gold Dragon continues to tear into the form of your own dragon. As we roll over to Nimbar's turn next.
Alright. So we're going to upscale this to a level 4 spell, so we can target each of the 3 dragons currently in battle, and we're going to mind whip them. So they must make an intelligence saving throw, DC 29. If they succeed, they're going to take half damage. If they fail, they take full damage, plus can't use reactions, and on their turn, they have to choose an action, move, or bonus action. They only get 1.
Alrighty.
And I'm targeting each of the 3.
So,
Which makes it a level 4 spell.
top dragon passes their save. Bottom dragon passes their save. And dragon to the left also passes their save.
Okay.
Any damage on it? Is it half on a save?
Half on the save.
Alrighty. So half Z's of 15 to each of the dragons.
Ow. Nimbar kind of curls up into
Oh.
himself a little bit more.
Yeah, because you take damage for casting the spells.
Sure do.
Ah, boy. Yep.
That's my turn.
And as Nimbar's turn comes to an end, of course, all 3 dragons are going to engage with their legendary actions, using a point in order to make an attack as they twist and turn. The first one, to the north of Alec, is going to make a tail attack as they swing broad towards you. And that attack is definitely a hit for another 22 points of damage, which goes half-seas to an 11. So we'll apply a half damage on you. The one to the south is going to do the same as well, as it attempts to make an attack, which hits you, getting through your character's defenses, for another 15 points, which cuts half-seas down to 7 points of damage. And the third dragon let me just see here. Oop, didn't mean to move him. Had the wrong tool selected. Alright, 15, 15, and a 15 on odds corners. That won't quite reach there. They are going to do a tail attack against Rhea. tearing through her defenses and hitting for a whopping 18 points that she takes right on the chin because she doesn't have any defenses against that. Flux's turn now. Flux's second turn. You back, Jillian? Oh, I think she's still getting
Yeah,
back.
I'm back. Sorry.
never mind.
No, I am. I forgot to say it. I was just wondering if I can highlight Nimbar as well. I don't think I can.
If you use the targeting command, I believe you can select a character like this. But that's about it. Oh, for moving him. I got you.
Yeah.
I'll do you one better. There
Yes,
you go.
come with me. Yeah, I'm just gonna go flanking here.
Mount up hasn't worked in quite a while, unfortunately. But I can still make them follow with the simple command. So, as you move
That's
into
flanking,
position...
right? Or is...
Oh, yeah.
It is.
You got him on the edge here and you on the edge there. You're good. You wouldn't get it on the corner, but you do get it on this side. And Addison is cheering
Well, first
you
of
on.
all... Thanks, Addie. So first of all, I drop my shields as a bonus action. And then I will use my attacks.
Alright, you let him fly. As you swing Nox's Vengeance down hard. 33 is a hit, but you go ahead and roll through all 4 of those. Oh, a crit.
Ooh.
How you guys getting crits on these advantages, but I can't? I don't know. Third swing's also a hit. Like, there's been a few already. I get a critical 1, sure, but the team gets 20s. See, I don't want to win the fight. I just want to roll a 20. It feels good.
I'm doing my best there, Alan. I'm dragging the average down as much as possible.
You still hit 2 out of 3 times. Ooh, that 52 on the crit damage. That's looking nasty on this
I
program.
love the rolling of the crit damage because it's just a
Sorry.
bajillion dice.
Wrong button, I'm sorry.
I give them back that health. A whole bajillion. You're not wrong, John. It's a little easier with the tabletop because when we did the last game in person, it was here's a pile of dice, give a roll, and it's like, crap, it's gonna take me 5 minutes to add these.
1, 2, 3, 4. Gotcha.
And as you roll through the damage, you cut that dragon down, bringing its health to the injured state, though it still stands firm against you. Anything else on Flux's second turn?
No. I don't really have anything I can do as a bonus action.
Alrighty. Next up, we've got Courtney with Bellamy. Now, I am also going to take a shift and put Bellamy underneath Flux at the start of combat, even though she was ahead originally, just because she's not here. I'll switch it back if you're still fighting these.
Sorry, this dragon has disadvantage on all attack rolls.
Oh, right. Gives them
So
the
my
nerf.
slasher thing, yeah. If I display it, I won't forget about it again.
It has grievously been wounded and has disadvantage on all rolls. As for Courtney, for Bellamy's turn, were we just gonna have her drop the Spirit Guardians?
And not.
Yeah, may as well. Yeah.
Alright, I'll set it to public and I'll take care of that one. And Spirit Guardians follows her, right?
Centered on her, and the dragons make the save at the
Start of their turns.
of their turn, or if they enter the space for the first time.
That's pretty much for every creature, too. So, let's go ahead and set her here. She's going to dance around the edge of that dragon. So her ability hits 2 of them. As you can see, that square is illuminated, and that's one of the squares for the dragon, so it only needs to touch them for effects to work now. They changed up on that. Though, I will say, I found a situation where the information given out by Jeremy Crawford was proven later to be wrong.
Shocker.
Everybody know Changeling? Because,
Yeah.
you know,
Yippers.
you get +2 to a stat and then +1 to another stat, so everyone's like, oh, we can finally get a 3 in Charisma, because +2 to Charisma and +1 to any stat, right? And then they asked Jeremy Crawford on this, and he goes, that is exactly what the intent was with them. And then in 2020, they print an errata saying, no, +1 to any other stat. So he was wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that was the rules from the get-go. Like,
Yeah.
every other race, species, whatever you want to call it, people, it's like
Best you get, right?
big boost to one stat, then has to be another one.
They didn't write the changeling originally like that, but they made an errata to fix it up. But during that time, Crawford said, no, we did this on purpose like this. But actually, no, you didn't. So I found the time he was wrong.
Why can that design team and him never admit to just going, we fucked that? Sorry guys.
Well, if it says this, that's the way it goes. That the design team says, actually, Mr. Crawford, not this time. And he goes, oh, well, out of all the things to get wrong, this is a very Union's thing, so that's okay.
it's just like
I'm nitpicking.
it's also one of the best ways to get ahead at your job is just be open to admitting it. Oh yeah, I fucked that. Sorry, how do I not do that again?
Yep. Oh, you're not wrong.
Just can't do it.
I'm going to do a pop out on this message of Spirit Guardians, and I'm going to put that over to the side. You can pop out messages now. Might make it a little easier for you spellcaster types. Does that still work? Oh, it does. Wicked. I like that. I popped out Spirit Guardians, so I have that over when it comes to the dragon's turns.
We've been able to do that for a while.
Yep. It's
I
just
love that feature.
one of the little things that make life easier. Well, as Courtney's second turn comes to an end, you guessed it, the dragons are once again... What was that?
So she gave Bardic Inspiration to Flux.
Sure.
Last turn with her bonus. Can she give it to Rhea this time?
What about you? What if she gives it to you?
I do next to no damage when I attack.
Okay.
It's probably better to have Rhea and Flux be able to land an extra hit than me. I'm just a punch bag at this stage.
So we'll toss it on Rhea, so she's got Bardic Inspiration. For that situation where she needs it. Before we roll...
We do have...
Oh, sorry, John?
Sorry, I was just gonna say, Dean does have like the highest hit pool.
For now.
I mean, he just changes to keep getting another big hit pool.
As we roll around now to the next round.
Sorry, just really quick. Did we cast Spirit Guardians at just 3rd level?
It would have been dropped by default for that one. We could jump higher with it if she's got slots free.
I think... I don't know if it's if it's wise to cast it at a much higher level, because it's a cleric spell. Her save is like 18.
Gotcha.
So
I'm just trying to...
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to keep track of her resources. So, the psionic, or what was it? The
Synaptic.
Static.
That was a 5th.
Okay, and then
That's
and then 3rd, and then 2 Bardic Inspirations, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I've been ticking them off as we're going to remove them from her character sheet as well.
Oh, have you? Oh, okay.
Because she's
Sorry,
at
Alan,
2 of 3, and for her feature, she should have 3 of her Bardic Inspirations left. Let me see here.
Okay.
She's used 2. That way we're all on the same page. Make your life a little easier, Jolene.
Yeah, on my D&D Beyond... Well, I'm looking at D&D Beyond. Maybe you're tracking it on Foundry.
Yep.
On D&D Beyond, she has like 7 left, so of Bardic. So that's why I was thinking we should keep track of them.
Oh, it only shows 3 of 5 on here for Bardic Inspiration. Might have to see why the difference is for 5 versus 7, but I'm not too worried about it at the moment. We'll fix that up. I'll give her the extra 2. That's no trouble. So, at the end of her turn, of course the dragons are going to use their legendary actions once again to repeat what they had done last time, taking swings and attacks. Switch myself back over to private rolls here. First one is going to be a hit against Alec, and the second one, also a hit against Alec, and the third tail, also a hit against Rhea. So, Alec takes 14, which cuts down to halfsies.
Is this the guy who's supposed to be rolling at disadvantage?
Oh,
Wait,
right,
he's
yeah.
flying.
Still hits. The flanking just makes it so it's a regular roll.
Yeah. I mean, even with disadvantage, they've got a plus 17 to hit. I think they only missed me on a 1.
They pretty nasty.
Yeah.
16 points for the second swing, which cuts halfsies to 8.
So that was 7 and 8.
Yep, and I've already tossed them on for you to save you the time. I just right-click it through. And as...
Cool. Yeah, I'm just using keeping track on D&D Beyond as well.
And as we roll over to the dragon, they're going to make a wisdom savings throw, which they do pass, so they only take halfsies of 20 points of damage, which hits them for 10, as that ancient gold is still standing on their feet. They're going to turn towards Bellamy at this point as the glow comes out, as they growl deep and strike out at her. Fangs and claws twisting and turning through the air. And all 3 attacks are hits. So she's going to be doing some concentration checks for us in a minute here. Once I get the
I
damage.
already rolled the first one. I'm just gonna roll them now because it's just easier.
Oh yeah. Oh, 7. That's a fail.
Yeah.
As she
Did
takes...
was this its turn proper?
Yep.
It would need to take the Spirit Guardian damage before he attacks.
Oh yeah, I rolled that through. It did 20, which dropped
Alright.
to 10.
Okay, cool. So we just as long as we get 1 use out of the spell, because it's gone.
And it begins to tear into Bellamy hard, nuking her health down. Before we come to the end of the Ancient Gold Dragon's turn and we roll back over to Alec, but before the start of your second turn, yeah, you guessed it, those dragons are going to attack a third time with their legendary actions, which come a little tricky to track since they restore on a creature's turn. Giving me a headache here. But time for those tail flicks once again. First guy with disadvantage and advantage hits you, and the second
I
guy...
whip my tail back and forth. My tail back and forth.
Fortunately, that reference flew over my head.
Whip my hair back and forth.
Nope, it's still over my head.
It's the only part of that song I know.
17 and 15 to Alec, which goes down to halfsies for what I've cut, which leaves you at about 56 health left on that form. That's gonna be it for this bad boy's turn as we roll over to Alec's second turn.
Probably.
Dean, my sleep tracker thinks I went to sleep at 9:30 last night.
Well, I mean, we didn't move very much after that. We were playing that video game, so I mean, I can see why. I think my form will switch to that of the chalice.
Wonder Twins power activate. Form of chalice.
Chalice. So I'm gonna heal Flux for.
Oh, I'm fine. You might. Would it be better on Bellamy? Because I
Well,
don't want to sound
Bellamy's
cocky, but
not really. I'd rather keep you up.
okay.
Because
I don't even think I'm missing 70 hit points.
no, you're good. You're at 124.
No, I'm not. I'm at 235.
What? Why does your token say 124 then?
It
don't
says
know.
235.
Does it?
Yeah.
Maybe I need to refresh. Let F5. Okay, well. Okay, loading meadow.
Oh my word.
That was the sound.
She's in a mood, but that's okay.
Storm.
Oh yeah, I don't know why. Okay, well, probably won't do that then.
Thank you, though. I appreciate it.
What you at? I mean, I could do it to. Right, I'll probably just. No, I'll just have that 70 go towards Nimbar because he's gonna kill himself.
Okay.
And
Kind of
then,
fair.
The chalice healing, I'll send that towards.
Oh my word. I'm gonna toggle
She's
you.
angry. Yeah, so the chalice healing will go towards Bellamy, and that will be. Fucking. Where is it on the sheet?
Oh, sorry. You said that the chalice healing's going to Bellamy, not me?
Yeah, you get 70 from the heal,
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Sorry.
and Bellamy
I'm-
gets 20 from the chalice.
Oh, okay.
So everyone's, getting
Yeah.
something.
Thank you too for like keeping me alive. By the way, you and Bellamy, like.
Well, someone's got to do it, and it's certainly not going to be you.
I mean, I'm doing the best to kill myself. It seems so.
Okay, I tried to apply that to Bellamy, but it doesn't seem to have worked. Is that I've right clicked and went apply healing. Does that not work for players?
That should. If you have Bellamy selected and you right-click apply healing, it should do it. But where that one came from D&D
And
Beyond.
I just edited her hit points.
Yeah.
For now.
May have overlapped that you did the both at the same time. But she's good. She's got
Yeah.
the healing.
Okay. And then bonus action. Yeah, no bonus action. I shake my dragon fist angrily at them. And that's me.
As your turn comes to an end, well, of course, once again, the ancient gold dragon who just had a turn got their legendary actions back. So they are going to use one of their legendary actions to once again swing their tail hard at Rhea. Addie seems to have taken some offense for this. She's saying, "That's not fair, man. Rhea's cool, man."
You leave Rhea alone.
Hits her hard. And she takes another
guys-
18 points of damage. What's up, Jillian?
Do you guys know that one of Fergus's best friends that lives in the neighborhood is a little dog called Rhea? And he
Oh,
absolutely loves her.
that's adorable.
She's a little black and white. She looks a bit like a chihuahua, but she's not.
She's
like
black and tan.
Yeah, sorry, that's what I meant to say. And she's got like she's skinny like a chihuahua and she's built like a chihuahua, but she's a bit taller, so I think she's got terrier in her. Anyway, she's really cute and he loves her. It's a little sidebar.
Not bad. Not bad. Cute puppy, and Rhea's a great name.
I know why Bellamy's Bardic Inspiration is out of whack. You can do Bardic Inspiration equal to your Charisma modifier. Because it's been set to 10, because she's... because it's been set to 30 through the being the demigod. So her Charisma's 30 on D&D Beyond, and it was 20 there, so that's probably why it was
I
a
edited
bit
it up
skew
to
with.
30.
Alright,
That makes
saved your
sense.
job.
I see how it works. Thank you, thank you. So now we roll around Nimbar's turn.
Okay, so I can do a lightning bolt to hit the 2 dragons and not that, right? Yeah, because it's only 5 foot wide for lightning bolt.
Not a bad angle.
And then we're going to upcast it to level 5. So we do a little extra damage.
Already.
And there we go.
And they both pass. So you go ahead and roll up your damage for that one as they take half-seas from the lightning.
Oh, and sorry, just in case, it is actually... yeah, it's gonna be lightning damage. That's fine.
Alright. One big blast carries through and both of the dragons pass on their saves for it. They still take half-seas, mind you. Crackles
They
through.
passed the 29 save, fuck.
Oh yeah. By one means or another, they certainly did.
How do I delete this thing out?
On the secondary ruler for measurement controls on the far left, then hover over the center of the little symbol and hit delete.
Ah, there it is.
Alright. I usually do it for players after a turn or two, but anybody who
Yeah,
wants to
no,
do it
I-
themselves, like anything else, I leave it up. So,
Yeah.
Nimbar's turn's coming to an end. You probably guessed what that means. Ancient Gold Dragon that hasn't used their legendary
Oh,
number 2.
wait. My apologies. One
Oh, yeah?
second. I cast it at 5th level, so... Right? 8 plus, yeah. 17 damage. Nice! Good show, good show.
Alrighty. And
Yeah.
as your turn rolls out to an end, they are again going to attack Rhea with their mighty tail attack, which strikes hard through her defenses, busting them down one step at a time. Flux's turn up next. You're up, Jillian.
Sorry, I was on mute. I didn't realize.
Oh, no worries.
I'm just gonna keep chopping away.
Go ahead and swing with advantage.
Jared, okay.
Oh, though I'm sorry, I skipped an entire fight. We'll jump over to that after this one. First one's hit, second one's a crit.
I didn't even roll that at advantage. That was just a flat roll by accident.
Well, I don't think give me.
It's
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll use Bellamy's Bardic for the 21. What is
I think it's a D10.
It is a D10. Okay, come on, come on.
I think.
Oh my
Yep.
god.
23's a hit.
Time. Is it really? Okay.
Gold Dragon pretty big. It's like hitting the broadside of a barn. The hard part's getting through the scales. And a 34's a hit, so you go ahead and roll your damage up 4 times.
So once again, that guy has disadvantage on all of his attacks for the next round.
Yep. 32 and 48.
Two more, right?
Yep. 29. And 30. As you sink into the dragon, it's doing some serious damage. But before we roll over to Bellamy's turn, because you can all take a moment to figure out exactly what the hell you're going to do on that turn, let's check in on our good friend Jade.
Just gonna put my shield back up.
See, Addie's even screaming. It's like, don't skip the tabaxi. It's his turn. So Dan. Fizban cracks his neck to the side, pops some knuckles, and then brings the fists to bear once again at your character. And your armor class is a whopping 26, right?
Yep.
Alright. Ooh, I rolled a 4 on my first swing. Though it says Ancient Gold Dragon. Let me switch that over. So that's going to be a miss. For a 16 and a 12. That's 2 hits out of his 4 swings that he makes at you quickly. I'm going to need 2 con saves for the 16 and the 12 as they strike.
I'm gonna take a chance and I'm gonna reaction and make that 16 a disadvantage.
Still hits.
Yeah, it was worth a shot.
Alright. As for your damage as he connects with those 2 shots, it's 25 for the first swing and 15 for the second. And now I will need 2 con saves from your character. With a 10, that is a fail on your first con save. Which means, on your next turns, you get to choose either an attack action, a movement, or bonus action. But only one of the 3 can be used. And now for your second con save to see if it gets worse for your turn.
I'll use Boon of Luck on that.
Alrighty, you give that a boost. $14, unfortunately, is still a fail. Your character has disadvantage on all saves until the end, or until the start of Fizban's next turn. Did it to the end, that would just be cruel. You'd never get out of the stun lock. So, Jade's first turn. And don't mind me, I'm just toggling the mute button because my kiddo's having a good time in the background. Jade's gonna take a swing with Moonlight. A 21 is a hit as you cut through his defenses, even with disadvantage on that. So look at that, you pretty much have to roll a 1 to miss. You go ahead and roll again. 21 again for the damage. And it's 26 for your second attack on your second turn. You go ahead and roll up damage. For 33 points, further damage to Fizban, who's looking badly injured, but not quite so close to the Reaper as you have been. You're thinking maybe you should have packed a chessboard with you this time. I don't think there's anything else Jade can do on those turns, is there?
No.
Alright, so we're gonna roll over then, as we jump to Bellamy's turn in the other combat encounter.
I had a thought, because she's so fond of Rhea. She would do Mass Cure Wounds. And she'd be able to catch us all in that.
Alright.
Bellamy would get an additional 7 HP back for her Life Cleric things as well.
That's a good use for it. Drop a mass cure wounds.
Will that use her last 5th level spell?
I believe so, because she's burned through the other ones.
Okay, cool.
Oh, actually, I think we've only used one. Just the synaptic one. She's only down 1, so she'll have 1 spell slot left, because she gets 3 for 5th level, so.
Alright, cool.
Mass healing words for everybody.
No, mass cure
Cure
wins.
for everybody.
Yep.
Healing, curing, regenerative. They're all the similar words.
Yeah.
You go ahead and let it fly.
You want to roll, Jillian, or?
Yeah, I can roll. Just 1 second. That's 5th level, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Plus, she gets her own health back, doesn't she? Like, isn't there?
Yeah,
Like,
Bellamy would get the healing from the spell, then the Life Cleric feature gives her 2 plus the level of the spell cast for an additional 7 on her.
bad. You should have rolled it, Dean.
Well,
Even you
I
could have
mean-
rolled better than that, I think.
I don't know.
Oh no, there was an 8 in there.
Yeah. I think that 8 would have been a 4 for me.
Addie
See-
agrees.
Yeah,
He's right.
exactly. Okay. Still, every little helps, so that'd be 20. Oh,
Is her aura gone now?
yeah,
Oh, great,
healing.
yeah, her concentration was broken.
Yeah, I just wanted to see if I needed to refresh or not.
Nope, I just forgot to
That's
tap the delete button.
It's okay.
Okay. So Bellamy would be up to 106, then 113. Rhea would be 153. That
That's
must be-
adorable. But that being said, if we get killed, we can't even be mad.
You must be at full health now, John.
167 out of 182.
Oh, you've already healed? Okay.
Yeah, yeah, because the health you gave me, I tried to take away from myself.
Okay, I get you. Alright. And
Because I'm trying to kill myself faster than the enemies can kill me. It's not working because you guys are keeping me alive, which is lovely. Not complaining.
and then I think she would give. You used your bardic from Bellamy, right, Jillian?
Yes, I did.
Well, I say we give you another one.
Sure.
So
Did
that
that
should
get
be
the
her. She'll be down to 4 bardics left, I think.
Lovely thing on a level 20 druid, he pretty much looks over towards the fighter. Look at me. I'm the tank now. 2 gold dragons trying to kill you, and you're just like, I'm shrugging these things off.
I mean, I'm hurting. I started off with like 178-ish HP, so I'm going to pop out of dragon form soon.
It's gonna
Yeah, and
happen.
then you'll take a different form. So, whoopty.
I don't have many big ones left, but I'll manage. Somehow I manage by Michael Scott. And I think that'll be Bellamy's turn after the bardic, unless she moves. Would she maybe circle back round to give Rhea advantage?
She
Maybe.
could
I don't know
dance.
if it makes much difference. She's not making herself much of a target. But yeah, sure.
Well, as we get to the end of that turn, you know the dragon's gonna take another swipe at Rhea. And it's gonna be a hit with that tail as it uses its legendary actions to do so, tagging her for 25 points of damage, removing that wonderful healing that Bellamy just gave her. And, since it's Rhea's turn, Dan, you go ahead. Give us them attack rolls as she takes 2 of her greatsword plus 3 swings.
At advantage, correct?
Oh yeah. 34 is a hit. And a 23 is a hit. So you go ahead and roll your damage on those. For 17 points for the first swing. And 18 as you begin to cleave off even more of that dragon's health. Speaking of dragons, as we roll over, the one behind Rhea rises up on claws behind, but as Jade strikes Fizban on his turn once again, Fizban seems to stumble a little bit as he looks up and shoots you a glare and gives a nod and says, "Alright, looks like I'm not taking you young whippersnappers seriously enough. Gonna have to be a change of plan," as he brings a finger up to the side of his head. And you see the eyes of each one of the gold dragons standing before you seems to shimmer somewhat. They seem to look towards each other as if communicating for a brief moment. And then the one standing before Rhea says, "This will not end well for you, child." As smoke billows around their form and they twist, turn, and churn. I don't think I have this creature in, so just give me one moment here. And I know what John's thinking. It's like, if it's casting a spell, I'm gonna counter that shit. But it's not. Don't worry. I'm not so kind. And poor Addie's upset. She goes, "I wanted to see a spell get cancelled." As the gold dragon shifts, twists, and turns, its form shrinking, adjusting, and modifying, until what stands before you appears to be a powerful-looking drow, priestess of forms possibly, or something of stronger gait, as it nods towards the other dragons before it. Alec's turn now.
I don't know what I expected, but I don't think it was that. I'm gonna stay and
Addie literally just went, "Ha ha," behind me, and I'm like, "That's new." I did a clever move, and she's like, "Clever, clever, Daddy, clever." Ha ha. So,
I'm gonna stay in my chalice form, but I'm gonna cast heal again at 7th level now. Okay, alright. Can I upcast for this? No. So I turned off scaling spells on my Beyond character sheet, and the dragon doesn't have my spell books, so I can't display it here.
What spell is it?
Just heal. So it's just casting it at 7th level, so it will restore 80 points to Rhea, and because everyone else is looking pretty healthy, I'll take the chalice healing on myself.
We are helping.
So that will be. Thank you. Okay, cool. So Rhea will go up to 208.
80 health back to her.
And I will go up to... Was that 18?
It's 190.
Sorry?
Sorry, I think. Never mind. I was trying to do mental math and I did a bad job.
And I think that's pretty much me. Can't don't have any bonus actions in this form. I clicked the end turn button for you.
Alrighty. As we roll around to the ancient gold dragon, it's going to take a side shuffle and then take a ready action. And not only that, from above the sky before you, the seventh and final canary flies down and sledgehammers into the ground, not 5 steps away from Alec, roaring defiantly in your character's face as you now have 4 of them on the battlefield against you, and as it glares towards your character, it also takes a ready action. Nimbar's turn for whatever these dragons presently have planned, in what can only be described as an evil endgame attack from the Dungeon Master.
Let's go ahead. We're going to cast Chain Lightning at 7th level so we can hit each of them. And we're going to make it force damage because that's a cool thing to do, right? And the 44 is my damage.
And dex saves.
Yeah. DC 29.
Alrighty. So, numero uno passes. Numero deux most certainly passes. Numero trois ends up failing their save, and the 4th one ends up passing their save.
Oh, I didn't realize I rolled twice.
So we'll take some halfsies for that.
So another 6 damage.
So you did 54 points of lightning damage to them, but 50 points of damage to yourself.
Yep. That being said, I did 54 to each of them.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm just.
I suppose. Yeah.
Well, halfsies, most of them passed.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's almost like you cast it on yourself.
Okay, but still, I'm doing more damage to them than I'm taking myself. That's
I'm-
I'm not diminishing you at all. I'm just as rough.
It is. That's why you're not supposed to fight the day you cast Wish.
Didn't real. I don't know. I don't see a 4th one.
Oh, so that's because like the 1710 rolled twice for whatever reason. It was only supposed to roll once. It was because
No,
the
sorry.
54.
Man, I don't see the 4th dragon.
Forms
then-
and change to
1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
and yeah.
They
You
changed
see the
forms.
drow?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, missed that.
Anything else for Nimbar's turn?
No.
Alrighty. Rolling around, it's Flux's turn next.
Okay, I'm going to move here. Still flanking, isn't it? Or would it be where?
You get flanking now from the corners.
Right, like there?
Yep.
Okay, so I don't have to move as far as I thought. Right, I'm gonna do what I do. Oh, bonus action, drop shield. I don't know why I'm wasting my bonus action putting it up. Nobody's trying to hit me.
They're all trying to take down Alec in his draconic form.
Two ones. Even if I use my bardic, it wouldn't matter because I rolled 2 1s, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Auto fails. Doesn't happen often, it's a 1 in 400, but it happens. So we got 2 hits. I mean, after all the crits you've rolled today, Jillian, I don't feel very guilty seeing that drop up. 3 hits.
Oh, that's
So
okay.
you go ahead and roll up damage on this poor dragon.
He hits.
And for the damage, 34, 32, and 33 points of damage as you start cutting into this dragon hard. But it's still standing. Anything else for your second turn?
Okay.
And as we roll around, up next...
Oh, hang on 1 second.
Okay. Sorry.
Checking something.
I thought you said
Did
nah.
say 1 second.
Microphone cut on me, I just heard nah. So I thought it was done, but it was just cutting your words off. Nah, I feel
Oh,
bad.
that's okay. I feel bad. It's okay. Yeah, I'm gonna action surge actually.
Alright. You go ahead, pull your action surge, and take your multi-attack. $27's definitely a hit, as is a 27. $31, also a hit. And 25 also hits. You go ahead and roll your damage. For 30, 33, and 34, the third attack being enough to kill that dragon outright.
Can I get to this dragon here? Use my last attack on it?
I don't think you've got enough movement. You had to take a few feet to move to your presence space, so...
Don't.
She had to use 5 feet, but we have a 35 movement.
She also has a fly speed of 60 for the boon of
Which we have been flying around.
which was the boon we got? Boon of oh no wait, it just says after fighting the Trask we gain a fly speed of 60 feet. I don't know if it's got a boon name.
Nothing specific for that one, no. I just gave you all fly speed as part of your epic boons. And 120 for Bellamy.
So with
Yes.
60, I could definitely get there then.
Alrighty, so feel free to move yourself into combat range and go ahead and make an attack roll. Though, you'll have to do it fresh because you don't have advantage from that position on it.
Very true.
That 34 is a hit. You go ahead and roll your damage. For 36 points. That big old
I'm gonna
dragon's still
also-
standing. Sorry?
Yep, I'm looking at my... I'm gonna use Distracting Strike on it. When you hit with a weapon attack, you can expend 1 superiority die, add the total to the damage, and the next attack roll against the target by an attacker other than you has advantage if the attack is made before the start of your next turn.
Perfect. So you slap on the extra damage.
D10. did that roll a D? Did that roll? But there was just a random die that popped up, but I think it was just a delay from me being on another tab. Or
4 more points of damage. Anything else for Flux's second turn?
no, that's the end of my turn.
Alrighty.
Absolutely everything.
Bellamy's second turn.
You could have her move like here and then use Guiding Bolt.
She get an attack of opportunity from the dragon.
She would.
Doesn't it have like 10, 15
Oh, but
foot reach?
It would all. Oh.
It
Is it?
might.
Yeah, I think.
There's-
Well, if
She would also have. It would. I don't think it's going to make much of a difference, but because of Lulu's boon, it would have disadvantage on attack of opportunity.
I mean, the dragon I am has 10-foot reach, so if she stepped back one, it wouldn't leave its threat range, so I don't think it would trigger.
Would she still have disadvantage on Guiding Bolt if she was in with the melee, even though it was a 10-foot reach?
Well, it's technically it's within 5 feet.
Yep.
Gotcha.
So no
It's-
disadvantage if she steps back.
Okay, do you want to do that and cast Guiding Bolt at this guy? For this one, because it's more injured?
I'd be more tempted to go for the more injured one, just because we burn it down a little quicker.
Okay.
And Rhea will get advantage, but
Well, let's go
Yeah.
ahead then. We'll toss up a guiding bolt for her. Give me 1 second, I'll roll through to that.
A 3rd level, maybe? She's got 3 3rd level spells according to my... Wait, no. She -1. So 4 then.
Cat, which level's it being cast at?
Well, I was suggesting level 3.
Alright, so we'll do a level 3 cast. And she swings a straight shot with a 23 is a hit. As for damage, because I'm just rolling it up to save a minute, 19 points of radiant damage to the ancient gold dragon before her. And as we roll around to that dragon's turn, it's going to take a ready action as well. Alex's second turn.
then ask just before I take my turn. Flux has inspiration. Rhea has inspiration.
Yep.
Okay. Can you use inspiration? You can use inspiration in saves, right?
I believe so. It even can be used on a death save.
Can we give one to Alex? I feel like something bad's coming.
Yeah? Absolutely. I suggested it like 3 turns ago.
Whoa. I mean, they're definitely going to attack me, so now I can use it on a save. Okay, I'm gonna... keep the Chalice constellation up. I'm going to... bonus action... do... a healing word on myself. So I'll go up to 108. Then Nimbar will get 23 back. Then for my action, I'm going to. Fly. Oh, what's that?
I was just gonna remind you that you would have advantage on both of them. One from my goading attack, distracting attack, and then one from guiding bolt.
Yeah. Why is Rhea trying to move with me? What's going on there?
You might have double selected. Use the
How-
highlighter to select outside of your square, and then click back on your token. That should allow you to just move yours.
Okay. I don't remember ever clicking on. Yeah, I'm gonna fly. Over and around to this one. So that would have been
Was
25.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then I'll move one more down here. And then where's the doohickey? Right, it's a uh, 60 foot. Just try to see if I can angle this at all. Can I rotate these templates?
Yep, you just go to the same option, the little right-angled ruler for measurement controls, hover over it, and just scroll the mouse wheel while holding Shift or Control.
Okay. Alright, hold control and... Oh. Nice! I'll use my breath weapon.
Well, that's still hitting Rhea.
I
Very-
think I can...
Edge of the line goes over her square. Now that would only hit the two of them now.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll take 2.
Alrighty. So you go ahead and throw up your breathe weapon. As the first one passes its savings throw, and the second one DC 18 also passes its savings throw. Half sees damage at least.
Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't cast any spells, so... Was good as in. So to delete that, I just click it and... Yeah, okay.
16 points of damage to either of them.
Yeah.
As they're looking injured, but still very much in this fight. Anything else for Alec's second turn?
No, I've used everything. That's me. John, did you take your healing?
Oh, no, I missed that. Sorry, how much was it?
23.
Thank you. That brings me up to 140. Perfect. Okay. My turn, or
Yeah.
anything happening? Okay. I just half the time they do something in between, so I just want to make sure.
Oh, not today. Not this round, anyway.
Yeah, that has been weird. I'm worried about this one mostly because it did the thing. So we're gonna throw up one of these on it.
Hold monster for a DC 29 Wisdom savings throw.
Yeah. So I'm probably running a reaction, but the little elfie dude.
It passes.
You rolled it twice again, John. I don't know what you're doing, but
I don't know how it's rolling twice. That's weird.
it is. But just like
Yeah. Hey, look, Alex, all your health just went away.
Well, I mean, I've kept you balanced at least.
I appreciate
You're no
it.
worse off than you were, I suppose.
And as we roll over to the start of the next encounter round, as Fizban has Jade on the ropes, and it's really not looking good for him. Fizban's going to give a slight chuckle as he holds out one hand, 2 fingers up in the air and thumb pressed between them. Well, I think we've had ourselves a good chat for today. Goodbye, Jade. Good luck to you, Mr. Thundercloud, as he snaps his fingers. And a small portal, maybe 5 foot in diameter, pops, and he walks through it, casually disappearing from your character's sight, within 5 feet of you. The portal, however, still remains quite active with a bright blue shimmer before it. What does Jade do on his turn?
Probably the stupidest things he can do. I walk through the portal.
Alrighty. More on that choice when we come around next time to your character. Flux's turn.
Okay. Oh boy. I'm just gonna keep hacking away at the guy in front of me.
Alright, you go ahead. I make your chops at advantage.
Actually. Sorry, I was just reading. I keep forgetting about the area of effect thing that the spell has. DC 16. Or 18. I don't know if it's worth it.
1 hit. Two hits. 3 hits. Bingo! You can all go home. Alright, with 4 straight hits from Flux using her mighty blade, you go ahead and roll up your damage on those.
Sorry, disregard that 28. I hit attack again by accident.
It's gone. 33 points for your first swing of damage. $30 for your next swing of damage. 30 for your third swing of damage. And for the last and final hit against the Ancient Gold, 29 points of damage. As you lay into it with everything you've got, cleaving its health down and leaving it looking badly injured. Anything else for Flux's turn before we roll over to Bellamy?
I'll put my shield up again.
So, like, anybody remember that episode of The Simpsons, bed goes up, bed goes down? Well, for you, every other turn, shield goes up, shield goes down. I love it. Bellamy's turn, then. You can fire another guiding bolt if we want to just be lazy. He's got 1 spell slot at 3rd level, 2 at 4th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th. She's still pretty loaded. Meanwhile, Dan's wondering, what the hell happened to my character, man? You didn't tell me. I went through the portal. You'll find out shortly, don't worry.
Both saying
Yeah.
injured. I'd say another guiding bolt.
Yeah,
Maybe on
sure.
this one. Is this one
Oh.
should be glowing?
This one's glowing. Actually, no, it might have faded
Oh.
by now.
No, it's on the next hit, I believe. Let me look at the wording.
By any other
It-
creature.
Which, any other creature, so she can't use that advantage for herself.
For the, well, didn't you hit it with your distracting strike?
No, that was the top guy. It ended up being wasted because nobody ended up attacking him
Oh, right, it only lasts for a single turn.
until my next turn. Yeah.
Well, I guess the guiding bolt, it says until the end of your next turn, but it was cast on her second turn, so is that the end of her second turn? This is...
Oh, those effects, I'm gonna say, happen on the turn that they're done. So hers would last until this turn because it's turn A. If she cast it on turn B, then it'd be for turn
Yeah.
B. So it can be a little overpowered when you're facing creatures who are not divine in nature.
Yeah,
Right.
I was using that ruling for flex as well with the distracting strike.
Yep, it's just the fair way and sensible way to do it because otherwise, it's gonna get complicated. So her guiding bolt would still have advantage.
Yeah, so she could... Yeah. Shoot that one at advantage, or shoot this one. They're both say injured, so I'm really not sure what would be best here.
We'll hit the one that's next to Rhea because Rhea's just kind of by herself there. Do you want to
Sure.
cast it at second level or higher?
Sure. Second level, it's fine.
Second level guiding bolt. Through the air it flies. I'll do the roll just to make life easier. At advantage, a nat 20! Now, I was complaining I wasn't getting those, guys. This is not when I wanted to get one. But I'll take it.
You're so picky.
A little
Gosh.
bit. 29 points of radiant damage to the mighty ancient gold dragon before her as her turn comes to an end. Rhea's turn is up next, unless you want to throw another inspiration to somebody.
Do you want it, Nimbar?
No,
Or is... Okay.
I don't really take advantage of them. No point. giving
Alright.
it to me.
In that case, is there bonus action?
You can use cutting words.
I was thinking of Harness Divine Power, but to get a spell slot back, but our Channel Divinity for Preserve Life could be pretty good as well. Yeah, let's just skip it for now. Not too sure what to do.
Sure.
Sorry.
Alrighty then. Rhea's turn. So, Dan, do you want to give us 2 swings against the ancient gold that stands before her as she keeps cleaving in like a boss? Oh! Look at that, another nat 20. Damn,
Has everyone had a nat 20 except for me?
it's possible.
I don't count. I haven't rolled an attack roll.
Hits against the ancient gold dragon. 25 and 19 points as it cleaves into the creature's mighty hide. That's gonna be it for Rhea's turn as we roll around to the ancient gold dragon towards the south, who's going to use innate spell casting on this legendary drow that it's taken form of, which means unfortunately Nimbar can't counter it. Gotta love that. Bringing their stick around through the air and slamming it into the ground. Where they got the stick, nobody knows, but hey, they have one. As they mutter a chant in a different language and point said stick forward. Now, more importantly, we gotta shift gears for a moment here. As we find Jade standing inside of a realm of darkness and light and energy abound. You can see in front of you the tail end of Fizban moving away as a hat flutters through the air, spinning backwards and landing at your character's feet. You only see for a brief moment the most beautiful shimmer of platinum, stepping through a gigantic portal 20 feet wide before you. Again, I ask, does your character follow?
I've committed now, so yes.
Chasing after Fizban, being only steps behind, you charge through the portal. But you're not the only one, because as mentioned, that drow standing before you using intrinsic magic uses its power to rip open a gateway spell, tearing the bonds of reality apart, given the divine blessing by Bahamut themselves to do so. They open up a portal 20 feet in diameter, right here where I've indicated, as they cackle at the party, before quickly moving out of range and diving through the portal. Rhea, of course, gets an attack of opportunity against that drow. Meanwhile, Dean's like, hey man, shapeshifting's my gig, don't steal it. And I'm like, the dragons, they all have it. They gonna ruin your day.
I'm just curious as to
use her bardic, guys.
you know, I can give her I could do no, actually, yeah, do bardic because
she's presently
Oh, right,
swinging at an unarmored drow.
Oh,
Wait. Oh,
Right.
okay. It counts as that armor class. All right, never mind then.
okay.
So you let it swing with a 22? Because I'll let that 4
Yeah.
go away if you all want to use the 22.
Well, I thought it had the same armor class as the dragon, but I guess if it fully shape changed, it wouldn't. So that was a user error.
Oh, no worries at all. I mean, admittedly, it's the midst of a crazy fight. I got 7 golden dragons trying to kill the party. It doesn't get much more severely evil than that. But 22 is a hit for 17 points of damage from the greatsword, but that drow still makes their way through that portal without any trouble. And this triggers the ready action that every other dragon had taken as well, as they soar into the portals as well. Rhea unable to take an attack of opportunity against this one, as it also disappears from the battlefield. And the one to the north moves south, driving itself into the portal as well. It's up to either of you, for Alec and for Flux, if you want to have them take attack of opportunities as this dragon dives into the portal.
Lux definitely would.
So you go ahead, use your reaction, make a swing with advantage against the draconic beast before you.
I think 23 hits. I think we've established that.
23 is indeed a hit. Go ahead and roll up damage on that one. 38 points of damage to the mighty dragon, though it continues to charge forward. And how about Alec? You taking that attack of opportunity?
No, I think I'll hold off.
The dragon rushes its way through the portal as well, joining their allies on the other side, as you now find yourselves completely rid of dragons. There are no more dragons. You don't have to worry about them anymore, right? We're gonna say wrongo, because the ground begins to tremble as a mighty claw of solid platinum draws its way through. Don't mind me, I'm pulling up a picture and I didn't give a clear enough description of what I was looking for, and I got the completely wrong picture. It's like, just because I Google search the word Bahamut doesn't mean I want to see the one from Final Fantasy, as cool as that one is. And, indeed, to give it away, stepping through that portal with a mighty roar that seems to shake the very heavens, is a beautiful dragon of platinum form. Counterpart to one you've met before, so I'll use both of their pictures for a handout. And on top of that, Dan, you can have Jade go anywhere around the next square that I'm putting up, basically within 5 feet of the mighty platinum dragon. Feel free to pull your token up from way on the south there. Because as we're rolling in, your character's turn is next. However, before we actually get to your turn, Dan, and I am very sorry, I'll give you some time to think over exactly how you want to run that, because we're going to take a quick 10-minute break because we're a little overdue and I need to use the washroom.
I was just thinking the same thing.
And I will add one last issue here. You're no longer fighting mortal dragons. You'll notice I've removed your second turns from the board. Everyone, except for Dan, you get one more extra turn with Jade. Remember how I didn't give you that bonus turn the first fight?
Yeah.
I gave you 2 turns every single time against him, sure. But this time around, Jade gets one more turn, and it's going to be at the bottom of the initiative order, mind you. So let's go ahead and add Jade's second turn into the initiative order. I'll just leave it at the bottom so we know, but if I roll it, yeah, I figured you'd get high. As for the aspect of Bahamut, I'm going to go ahead and leave that one off the initiative order until we actually make it to their turn. But like I said, quick 10-minute break so we all can take a bio break before we step into the final reins of this fight. I'm just going to hit the pause button. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. That's actually going to pause everything. It's paused anyway. We'll take a quick 10 minutes, guys. See y'all shortly.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm back.
Welcome.
Thank you, thank you. You still there, John? No, he stepped out. Probably Dean's still out too. We'll give everyone a minute while things are flying a little south on this one. I think I'm kind of running out of CR30s to throw at y'all, though. Oh, very nice. All right.
All right, all right, all right.
Well, you say that now.
Yeah, absolutely. Everything's fine.
Well, admittedly, though, you all did kill, what, 4 ancient gold dragons so far?
Yeah.
Perfect.
I don't know if perfect is the word I'd use.
They're pretty big, these bad boys.
No. Problem is, I've used so many spells and so many resources. And now we have to go through more sets of resistances.
Yep, because we got the big bad Bahamut standing before you. Just wait, I'll have him use Mega Flare. Oh, wait, shit, that's Final Fantasy. One thing I love about them games, Bahamut's one of the best summons you can get, and he always uses an ability called Mega Flare.
Hello.
Welcome back.
I heard Mega Flare
Bahamut.
as I put on my headphones, yeah. What's your favourite incarnation of Bahamut?
Oh god,
And
Final
Final
Fantasy
Fantasy.
7.
Yeah?
All of them. The way just gets better and better and better and better.
I'm pretty sure it's actually just Fizzban.
It could be. That links the Final Fantasy worlds to D&D. But they've never seen it. Well, we've had a Tiamat.
14, the online one, is more of a Bizman level because he's world ending. He literally, that is the story. That's why they did Reborn, was because, well, they did Reborn because it was, hey, we fucked up, this game is shit, let's redo it. And their explanation to why they had to reborn the realm was Bahamut destroyed the realm.
He mega nuked it. I heard Dean. Jillian, you back? Nope, not yet. She usually grabs herself a little snacky poo too, so.
She should be about to go back on. What's Jade's what's the lowest stealth score Jade can do now?
32.
32. And that's with reliable talent.
Yeah.
My passive perception is 32.
Not bad.
'Cause on Jade's worst day, I'll be able to tell.
Oh my word. Try to sneak past him.
I'll
I'm
move
back.
at half speed and then
Oh.
I'll just get advantage on that roll, thank you.
Welcome back, Jillian. Alrighty then. Dan, as we shift into the final phase of this deadly encounter, you go ahead. Your turn. Because we're going to jump right in on things and make it dangerous.
Which means since I'm just starting my turn, I have full turn, or am I still
Oh, you got a brand new turn right at the get-go.
speed 0.
Alright.
Nice.
And don't mind me, I haven't seen the dice roll yet because I'm on a separate screen. Nat crit, look at that. You go ahead and roll up your damage on that one. As you strike down against Bahamut for 58 whopping points of damage and 54 on Moonlight. Striking hard against the metallic dragon's frame. And what sort of damage does that thing do? Alright. As your blade hits Moonlight, strikes, you notice the radiant damage shimmers against Bahamut's mighty form and does absolutely nothing to him, as he appears to be absolutely immune to radiant damage. Your sneak attack, though, that's a whole different monster. 58 points still applies from that hit.
Good think we already used a bunch of guiding bolts before this.
Yep.
Hmm.
I feel bad because that was a crit.
You know what the really unfortunate part is?
Was that?
My sneak attack does the same damage as my regular attack, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it does damage. Let me double check here. Same as the weapon used to deliver the attack. Oh, my bad. So yeah, that is correct. I gave it a quick glance.
That's a shame.
So
Oh.
that is no damage to the mighty Bahamut whatsoever, as your blade is unable to slice through his epic form. I even pulled up, Jeremy Crawford made a mention on that one.
So it's not like Pathfinder where it does precision damage.
The weapon sets the damage type of the extra damage, unfortunately.
Well, dreadful. That's dreadful. What a waste of a crit. Fergus, you fuck off. You just drilled on me, you wee shite. Go on.
Oh, that stinks. I'm laughing at Fergus, not at Jade. I actually feel bad
yeah.
for Dan.
No, hang on. Yeah, no, that's right.
Alrighty. And as we roll around, up next, it's Alex's turn. As you stand on the corpses of those golden dragons at your feet, staring down the mighty god of metallic dragons.
Oh, I don't know why I've got your token clicked. I don't get my breath weapon back.
Not today. Well, not yet.
Gonna use my last 7th level spell to cast heal. So that will be 80 points of healing back to
Bahamut uses his reaction to cast Counterspell.
well,
However-
fucking nothing
Well-
then.
Can Bellamy use
However-
hers to
Hang
do
on,
that?
I'm not
I
done
want to
talking.
use mine.
I'm not done talking. Not done talking. Da, 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 da.
Sorry.
It has no effect, however, on your spell. As Bahamut curses slightly under his breath, feel free to roll Arcana checks as this happens. So you go ahead and get your heal.
That tracks.
Nimbar's not sure why, even with a 32. Magic's in power beyond anything you've ever seen. When you're dealing with the realm of the gods, everything is new and fresh. But for some reason, he burnt his reaction and was unable to counter your spell.
Oh. I wasn't swearing at you, Alan. I was just,
Oh, no worries.
you know, usual Scottish pessimism.
I will say, some of you might be a little shocked that he uses this because it's not in his stat block, but Fizban has spells, okay? Plus, I did that for a specific reason, to show something, to give you that a chance on the Arcana, but no one passed on it, so that's okay. You get back your heals.
Yeah, so 80 to J, and then 20 probably to Nimbar. Yeah, 20 to Nimbar.
I do appreciate, though, the second I drop that, everyone's like, we all got counter spells too, and I'm like, wait, it's still my turn. Oh, heals for the whole team.
Yeah. As for a bonus action, don't have one, so I will present myself as a target.
Alrighty, you move into combat range against Bahamut. As we roll over to Nimbar's turn.
Alright. Let's see how badly this goes.
hold monster on the mighty Bahamut, who has to make a wisdom savings throw. And you know what? Since this is epic monsters that you don't normally see, I'm just going to throw the rolls up in public for you. And I am just double checking that it doesn't have a feature that I'm looking for. Long stat block on this character, don't mind me, but I don't believe they have advantage against magical effects. Many creatures do, and I'm surprised they didn't give it to Bahamut of all things. But he passes.
Burned a reaction, I guess.
Might have. Anything else for your character's turn?
Nope.
Alrighty. As we roll around, it's Jade's second turn, which he gets this time, but just for this first fight of round of combat.
You don't need to back away when I pat you either, Fergus. He is staring past me at a bag of crisps like he's looking through me.
Oh my.
And if I reach my hand out, he blocks me with his own paw. It's... You know what? It's hurtful. Yeah, put that in the internet.
Poor puppy. He's trying his best. Alrighty, Dan, I
He's
left
just
you
had
between a rock and a
bowl
hard
of food.
place. Poor puppy. He should eat more. That way he's not so angry. Or hangry. Dan. Jade finds himself between a rock and a hard place. His main weapon won't be effective against Bahamut. However, I will say, with your divine prowess and ability to encharge magical items with great strength, you could burn an action to empower a different piece of magical gear. Wouldn't be able to attune to said piece of magical gear at this time, mind you, because you need an hour for that. But you could sacrifice one piece of gear you've got powered up with magic to make a different weapon that you're carrying powered with magic. Because I'm not sure if you have any other weapons on par right now. But that's been your
That
divine
would
nature.
require having the weapon here.
Ooh.
The effects of teleport is you and what you are carrying. All of our treasure that we had is gone because we weren't carrying it.
Oh, are you referencing to when Nimbar popped the party?
Yep.
Dude, he risked that with Wish. You still got all your stuff, don't worry. He decided to throw a wish to move you all from one place to another on the plane of existence that you were on. There's no true teleport in 5th edition that really works well, so he used wish to physically move you across that plane of existence. You still got all your gear. Well, as much as you were carrying. It's a little trickier without that bag of holdings. I mean, I'm mean, but I'm not that cruel.
Can I ask a really silly question to give Dan some time to think? I was going to get my little weasel character and go, if he's a platinum dragon, can I cast heat metal on him because platinum's a metal?
But then I just push up the glasses and say, actually, I believe they have to be holding or wearing the object to take the damage from it.
He's wearing his scales.
Or are his scales wearing him?
Ooh.
I have
I'll
this,
charge Honey Sickle.
All
Oh,
right.
okay. I was just gonna offer. I have the Cylonic long blade as well. You can use that, right? Longsword, Cyclonic.
I can't use the sneak attack.
He needs something with the finesse property, which is not too many
Gotcha.
things. Drawing it out and bringing life back into the sword, it quickly speaks to you once more. My God, boy, what's been going on here? We got some butt killed. Bahamut! Oh, what did you do, Jade? What did you do? Man, I slept for too long on this one. Anything else for Jade's second turn?
No.
Alrighty. And as we roll around to the start of the combat encounter, Bahamut's initiative was the one that scored through the air as he goes first, spread those mighty platinum wings wide, and takes off 120 feet straight up into the air. Go ahead and take your attack of opportunities, gentlemen, who have him pinned on either side. He's taken this flight to the sky.
No, I think I'll keep my reaction. I feel like I can maybe boost someone with it.
Alrighty. And what about you, Dan? You taking a shot on him? For some reason, if this was real life, I could see him like picking up the dice and warming them up in his hands like, oh yeah. Because you get your advantage. You're sitting on opposite sides of another party member, which means sneaky sneaky, right?
Yep.
Oh, I pulled up heat metal again. It's a manufactured metal object.
I appreciate you checking, but I
glance at the side and I'm like, oh, manufactured. Oh, God.
in no way expecting it to.
Well, Dan just made up for that critical I stole from him by doing it again. Was that the same comment she gave you last time? Nope.
Jesus.
Well, Dan, you go ahead and whoop some butt here. Roll up them damage rolls. 14 points of damage from Honeysuckle as it lays in. As it strikes Bahamut, just goes, I'm sorry. Wait, shoot, sorry. Force of habit. I have some respect for that guy, but we're gonna kill him today. As Jade's sneak attack rolls in for an extra 68 whopping points of damage before Bahamut flies 120 feet above your heads, in which you see a beautiful burning glow begin to radiate from his mouth. Let's see here. That isn't the right size. I gotta get that correctly. Here we go. He releases a breathe weapon upon the ground of intensity as he does. Exhaling wind into the air, beautiful blue air that twists, turns, and churns down before you as he uses the restoring winds of Mount Celestia, releasing in a 300-foot cone as he targets creatures of his choice. You see something horrifying beneath your feet, so to speak, as the bodies of those golden dragons suddenly begin to rise once again, as the four that you previously slain rise back up with the essence of their beings fully restored by the incredible healing prowess that is Bahamut's legendary exalting breath. That's not very nice of me, is it? And as we roll around to the first of the ancient dragons that has been revived, as it defiantly roars at the group, Bahamut yells a singular command down to them. Neverwinter. Destroy Neverwinter. As it twists into the portal that was already made. This would give Bellamy an attack of opportunity, but she's probably not going to take it. And the second ancient gold dragon as well is going to fly that way, as the players probably say, oh, thank God, but then realize 7 ancient golden dragons striking out against whatever defenses are held up by that sad little city? Probably not going to be the best. Flux's turn.
Just to well, when the one who left us, does that give us an attack of opportunity?
If you want to. Though I think Flux used hers already when they moved out of her square last previously when Bahamut rolled around.
I would like to dominate it.
Alrighty, you can go ahead and make a domination attempt.
Wouldn't it have all its resistances back though, John?
Oh, probably. I didn't think about that.
It's like, hang on.
Yeah.
I don't know if it would or not. It probably will, but I've got to try something.
Alright, okay. I thought maybe I'd
No,
try to save you a spell slot.
I mean, it's fair, but no,
49
said it.
HP.
Yep, it's fine. Everything is fine. Everything is going great.
Sorry, I didn't hear what happened after John tried to delete it because Discord cut out, but it also didn't tell me that it was cut out. I only cut out because I heard Ian talking.
Alright, well, no, I asked if it would have its resistances back, because I thought John might not cast it if we thought it did, but I think Alan's just checking that.
Oh, I was
Okay.
reading over Dominate Monster, because when he did the 8d10, I was like, is it like sleep? It's health based? No, it's just if it passes.
Yeah, no, the 8d10 is just me killing myself.
Yep. As we roll over to Flux's turn next.
Quite quickly running out of high level heals. I don't know how much longer I'll be able to keep you up.
I mean, at this point, I've just entered the useless phase. So don't worry about keeping me up.
Alright, you cantrips only from now on?
I have all my level 5 and above spells are gone.
On top of that, Bahamut's 120 feet in the air.
Yeah, and my level 4 and below spells aren't that great. So,
Bahamut, the mighty dragon god of justice, known as the Platinum Dragon, the patron and progenitor of metallic dragons. Though he made his foam in the 7 heavens of Mount Celestia since fleeing the First World, and often numbers among the gods of that plane, you now face off against him. As he towers over even the ancient dragons who stand before him.
I don't want to do it anymore. Okay, I'm just looking up Lulu's Grace. Okay, once per round I can double dash. So when I use the dash action, I can use it twice. Yeah. Just gonna try to get to him. Just like look him in the face. Say, why? Where's the justice here? And that's it.
As you fly up towards him at the 120 feet marker?
Yeah, because I can, if I take the dash action, I can up there.
As you fly up towards him, and as your turn comes to an end, because there's nothing else for your turn, right?
No.
Alrighty. Bahamut's going to use a legendary action once you get within range as he glares towards you and says, "Speak not of justice, those who have stolen the world from beneath their own feet," and swings his tail hard at your character, quite firmly.
Okay.
As it strikes your character, obviously from that dice roll, I am going to need a strength save of DC 27 or you're going to get knocked prone, which will drop you the 120 feet straight back to the ground.
Gotcha.
Oh, that's a con save.
Oh, sorry.
You go ahead and re-roll. Wait, what's the dice roll on that? Because you rolled an 8. You go ahead and
It is-
re-roll
it
3.
is-
There you go.
It is more for strength, yeah.
Good thing you got that reroll, because if you got a 26, that would have been a fail. 30, you
Oh,
managed
I have
to stave
Indomitable
off.
still.
Oh, right. You get another roll on it. See how this works. You get a chance. It doesn't knock you down, but you still certainly take 24 points of damage from the mighty tail striking your character. As up next, Courtney's turn for Bellamy. Staring at the gold dragon. I can imagine her being right now saying, okay. You know, when she's really trying to figure out something in the moment. I'd say guiding bolt, but that, you know, it's not going to work. Though Synaptic Static does have a 120-foot range.
Why? He's just gonna pass.
Ah,
There's no point.
But he
There's
might
no
have to
point
burn.
in any of this. So what? He probably has 17 more. I don't give a fuck. I'm
Oh,
just
wow.
gonna go on mute.
oh, sorry, Jillian.
It's fine. I just don't understand why we're fighting a non-evil dragon. Like, I don't want to kill a good dragon, and it doesn't make any sense to me what is happening right now and where we're gonna go from here. I don't want to kill all the gods. I don't want to be Dusty.
Oh, don't worry, he'll beat you to that. Now, I have no idea what to do with Courtney's turn, mind you.
I thought Dima's probably thinking about it.
No, I've been too busy pushing Fergus off my legs because he just won't leave me alone with his crisps. When I shout at him because I'm just getting covered in drool.
I just did.
She could toss a banishment on all 3 of the creatures left for a 6th level spell.
Thinking I just it's Jade's at 1 3
Even if she did cast banishment, they'd just save it anyway. Because they have resistances, so... Again, what's the point?
what are no, that wouldn't work. They're not any of those things. Thinking maybe just just maybe just like a cure on Jade, maybe. But no, she's within. I'm forgetting those gold dragons they haven't all run away yet. What does this harp do? DC 15, that's not a lot.
Now, since we're a little low on time today, we could skip Bellamy's turn and give Courtney a freebie when she's here next week.
How about she casts invisibility on Jade, and then you wouldn't have to make get sneak attack easier. Could be something. Then it's not costing her a spell slot, it's just a charge on the harp.
Alrighty. It would make him invisible, which would give him certain bonuses and certain resistances for damage until he makes an attack roll.
Yeah, we'll do that, and
That is a
Give-
touch spell.
is that a touch spell?
Yeah, she'd have to move over to me.
Oh god. Well, I think she can get there.
Oh,
She
yeah.
can just walk around the dragon. Yeah.
Bahamut's technically up in the air, so she can totally get the
Yeah.
Jade to have him invisible.
Okay, and let's give Jade Bardic as well. That should be her with 2 left. And then that will be her good to go.
Alright. And as we roll off from Courtney's turn and we move over to Rhea, before Rhea gets a chance to make a swing or movement, Bahamut's going to use 2 points of legendary actions in order to make a furious bite towards Flux, who has defied his tails attack. So instead, he's going to bite her. And as he makes his attack roll, looks like it's going to be a hit for 45 points of ferocious damage, and I am going to need a Wisdom savings throw, DC 27, for Flux. You are now officially frightened of him, unless you wanted to use Indomitable on the save.
I thought I was immune to frighten.
Oh, Jesus, you are too, right? I gave you that for being awesome. Never mind. Bahamut does that, and you could feel the fear twitching through your body. The mortal side of you, anyway, and you just ignore it. You're like, fear? What fear? I'm fearless. As you face off against the Platinum Beast himself. And Bahamut looks even more cranky, but Rhea has a fly speed of 150 feet. Inherited from her the butt kickery you've all done. If it'll let me type, apparently it won't. Why can't I type
Was
in
that one
square?
bite? Was that 1 bite or 2 bites?
1 bite. I accidentally put it up twice because I clicked the button on too many times on lag.
Oh, that's fine. I just got confused because you said you used 2 points to.
It
I
did
was thinking maybe it was 2 attacks.
cost him 2 to do it, but unfortunately I threw it up twice because I wasn't paying attention. So Rhea's going to move into an advantageous position to get advantage on her strike. Dan, if you want to go ahead and give 2 attack rolls for her with advantage. We've had Dan doing it all along, so I figure we'll stick with the luck. He's rolled a lot of 20s today. .34 is a hit as it breaks through Bahamut's defenses. As is a 30. Jeez, look at those dice rolls. Very nice. So you go ahead and roll up damage twice. As he takes the damage on the chin, I'll actually throw his boss bar up too to make it look all fancy. That's going to be it for Rhea's turn as we roll around to Jade's turn.
And feel free to say no to this because I was definitely delayed on that response. But could I parry some of that damage?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay. Because I would have had a reaction back because I had a turn, right?
Yep.
Okay. It's a D10 plus 2. Oh,
I pulled a d20 and gave you a max roll.
I don't think it was supposed to be a 20.
I'm
anyway,
that
it's a
confused Jackie
D10.
Chan meme.
Yeah, it's a superiority die, so it's not.
You want to go ahead and re-roll it?
Of course, because I can't roll anything higher than a 2 on my superiority die.
4 health back.
Great. It's worth the point.
Jade's turn now.
I will let the gold dragon have its attack of opportunity and fly up and attack Bahamut.
All right. As you launch yourself 120 feet into the air, because you get that bonus action dash, which is just so handy. Did you want to jump on one of the either two sides for advantage for that?
Yeah.
Because the dragon is not taking an attack of opportunity against you.
I'll jump to there for the advantage.
120 feet into the air, pinning Bahamut on either side. You go ahead and make your honeysickle swing. "27 is a hit as you break through his defenses. Go ahead and roll the damage with your sneak attack tied on top. 18 for the Hokor. Max damage on that, very nice. And another 38 points for the sneak attack, cutting through the defenses of this mighty beast. Anything else for Jade's turn?
No.
Alright, Alec is up next. No recharge for you.
So yeah, I will fly up 80 feet in the air. That's my Emerald Dragon's fly speed, and after that I'll be 40 feet away from everyone. Ooh. No, that's too short range. I'll switch. So my constellation, I guess. Oh, you're still quite hurt, but I can. Yeah, I'll cast healing word on Nimbar at second level.
Alright.
So you'll get let's see. Jesus Christ. Fuck off. You get that's 12 hit points back from the spell.
Thank you.
What did I say my constellation was? Still the chalice, I think
so.
Yeah. So you get that back. Another 23. So that'd be 35 total.
Yep, back to 100.
And for my action, oh god. I think the only thing I can do is the frostbite cantrip, which is a con save, and I really don't know why I would. There's literally nothing else I can do.
Better that than nothing.
I thought you had Thorn Whip.
Oh, Wizards of the Coast don't believe that druids should be any further than 30 feet from most enemies.
Sounds right. Oh, look at
Yep. So I guess with the lack of anything better to do, I imagine on the off chance that he fails that, on the extreme possibilities of not happening, I would guess that he's immune to cold damage anyway.
He does pass the save.
Hmm.
Because he got the 32 on the roll.
Yep. That's me.
Alrighty. So that's it for his turn. As we roll around to the Ancient Gold Dragon. With nobody on the ground near him except Bellamy, this one's going to charge into the portal as well and disappear. As we roll over to Nimbar's turn. Floating up in the air with Flux in front of the mighty god of dragons.
Signature spell, go! I'm not going to worry about placing the template because based off the way it is, there is some angle I can get just him.
Well, he's up. You just point down and just hope you don't hit Bellamy. But it's a straight line, so.
Yeah.
With the dex savings throw, he passes. You're looking at like a 12 and you're like, okay, I see what you did there. As it strikes for halfsies. And Nimbar takes a further 10 points of damage. Anything else on Nimbar's turn?
Did he take the lightning damage normally? Or...
Oh, I made a goof, actually. Because that was 12, right? My bad. As the electricity crackles over his incredible form, you notice it has 0 effect on him at all. But he still burns a point trying to pass that save.
Okay. So he seems immune to the damage. Nice. Lovely. Perfect. Go! Yeah.
And the next Ancient Gold Dragon's turn. You can all probably guess what it's gonna do as it runs through the portal. And as we roll around to the next round of combat with you all standing toe-to-toe against Bahamut way up in the air. We're about 20 minutes over on time, so I think this is a good spot for us to pause and finish it off next week.
Next time on Dragon Fight Z.
Oh god. Next time on Dungeons & Dragons Wrath of Sardior, everything keeps ramping up a notch as the DM makes it crazier and crazier in the fights against the players. And I do feel bad for Jillian, because I couldn't think of any other scenario that could ever get Bahamut to actually fight good aligned creatures, other than, hey man, your son's gonna win if you fight on his side. That's about the only thing I could ever think of in creation that would make him turn. And even then, you know, I'll tip my hat a bit. I am being a bit dickish, because I don't think even then Bahamut would do it, but...
Yeah.
Oh, no way.
It's not very just of him
Nope.
to destroy an entire world for the selfish
Well, to restore his own.
motivations of his son.
Initially, when everything was nuked, he was pretty cranky, but then he's like, you know, I actually like these mortals. They're not half bad. But I've sort of twisted that a little bit, and he's like, you know, I can get my home back. And I liked my home. It had a pool. But now that's slightly out of character for Bahamut. But it's apocalyptic end of campaign. Everything versus everything, and I'm running out of CR30s to throw at you, so... I give you all a good firm clap as Dungeon Master for saying congratulations surviving a fight against repeat inputs from Golden Ancient Dragons. I'm going to give everybody a point of inspiration for next week's game. So for those of you who don't have one, now you have one again. And we can pick this one up next week.
Nice.
Oh, and I would also like to say my apologies earlier on when I said, no, it's still my turn. I'm trying to not counter to counterspell. I think I came off a little cranky by the last time I said it's my turn. So my apologies for that, not my intent. I just didn't want you to waste your spells.
No, it didn't. I didn't
No.
take it that way, for what it's worth.
Because I think I might have been a little fierce. Because my kid behind me went, eh, at that time. And I was like, oh no, Daddy's not cranky. Sorry.
And I think we're all just feeling the grind on the fight. It's been a taxing one.
It's a fierce one anytime you get thrown against this many ancient dragons or anything like that. I mean, he's supposed to have 7 of them following behind, and I was like, am I really going to throw 7 ancient dragons at the party? Well, they get 2 turns. That's fair. But that's still not hard enough. I got to pull one of the party members. I'll let the team decide. And the whole team's like, we're all equally badass strong. We can't decide. And I was like, roll for it. Could you imagine if I'd pulled poor Bellamy off for that one-on-one? I'd feel so bad for Courtney. She'd hate me.
Oof. That she would have died, surely.
If I'd pulled Flux over, it would have only been 1 round. She would have Ginsu'd the poor guy. We pulled Jade over instead, and he's pretty much same on par for damage. My God. Oh, but that's fun.
Oh, Nimbar over, and he would have died too.
Nimbar was in a rough spot magic-wise.
Nimbar would have killed himself. Thank you very much.
Nimbar's just crossing fingers like, I hope I get long rests before the next big boss fight.
If I don't, I mean, literally, I can't go into another fight.
Yeah, it's getting tricky. You guys need some rest and you need some healing. But that's also half the point of those dragons off the get-go. Clearly, I was just whittling down your defenses. But what do you think of that exalting breathe weapon that it has? It can restore health to any number of creatures, and anybody who died, they're back at full.
I pooped myself. I was like, we can't do this. There's 4 ancient golds and a Bahamut. It's like this. Even us buffed out the 9s, we're going to go down.
Flip of that is now, Neverwinter is going to have 7 of them, because I will make note, you'll see this happen on next turn at initiative count 15, matching up with the one who can actually cast Gate. They're going to tear another gateway open to attack the city of Neverwinter, while you're all dealing with Bahamut.
Right, and we bounced off Neverwinter, right?
You tried to get in there, and you were immediately deflected. But there's already dragons attacking that city and being held off by fighters, but 7 ancient golden dragons? Guys, they're not demigods.
Yeah.
But that's fun stuff for next week. This is a stressful fight where things are going nuts. But next week, I can promise you this much. Take down Bahamut, and this will be the last of this fight, and you will know peace for a little while at least. I mean, there's the city of Neverwinter. You gotta find out what the hell's even going on there to give it protection.
I mean, if it's still up, but by the time we get there.
That's a good point. That's a very good point. It's not often I get a fun campaign where I can go ham and go all out with what if and how much crazy damage scenarios we can pull, but you're all demigods and only getting stronger from there. You know, if you take down this guy, you're gonna get another power boost, right?
What cost?
Except Rhea.
I have a question.
Yeah.
This is all theoretical because I don't think I'll really get the chance. So, in Thorn Whip, you can pull. Oh no, wait. It doesn't matter.
All
They
right.
only pull creatures if they're larger, smaller.
No.
Oh, those dragons would... Oh, wait, no, that was the other ability. I wasn't thinking Thorn Whip for a minute there.
Yeah, no, I'm too used to. I've been reading grappling rules, and it's like one size category larger than you. So I was like, oh, I'm a dragon. It might work, but the spell specifies larger.
Well, that's because they don't want
Smaller.
Flux, like, grappling Tiamat. It's like, I got you by the head, I got 4 more. What the heck?
Yeah. Yeah, you can do some shenanigans with a Rune Knight, because they can grow bigger, but
Oh, that could be nasty
it's-
quick.
it's not going to matter for this. Thorn Whip